Sure.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the University Alliance Cup featuring Valorant, where the top 12 collegiate Valorant teams in the Philippines are all here competing to raise the campus torch, a prize pool of over 100,000 pesos, and the right to call themselves the best in the country, and scholarships. We're going to be your casters for this second game between USC and ADMU. I'm Nausicaa. I'm here with Hyron. We had a very interesting game, I would say, between the two teams.
Yeah, I feel like that first game between the Mustang Warriors and LG, it's like LG played an even attacking side, and then they're on their best form when they're on defense. So if they can get at least even on attack, maybe defense is the name of the game for them because they really play solid on defense. After all, they're the highest win rate on defense here. But we're gonna get into our second map, which is USC's pick. It is going to be Bind here, and we're gonna have to see. This is their pick, and I believe the defenders for this, the first defenders here are going to be USC. So ADMU is attacking still.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because we saw Viper come through for LG Esports in the previous game, and Bind happens to be a good map for Viper as well. So I think Squammy is probably going to end up picking Viper up again. I'm wondering,
Likely.
I mentioned before we took the break that USC decided to go for the Astra. And while there were moments where it looked good, I wasn't convinced that it's a key agent for the team. So I think they're going to have to double back on that, kind of take a look at what other compositions might
maybe go back to Omen here for Tomo, because right now, I mean, Astra needs a specific kind of mindset from a team. Like all the players and all of the casters, you say that okay, Astra's usually a little bit too slow for how most of our teams play, and USC is not a team that usually likes to play it, do a slow burn with that Astra push, or Astra defense. So maybe we'll see them go back Tomo on that Omen. But of course, looking at our pick'ems, it's still going to be super LG favorite here. Of course, USC is so powerful, but it seems like a lot of our viewers are LG supporters. But of course, USC guys, I'm pretty sure you have to show your support as well. And you can share the stream on your socials, publicly as well if it's on Facebook. But hashtags either USC win or hashtag LG win here, and you'll get a chance to win those Kovac keys, courtesy by the meta, courtesy of the meta, of course. Yeah. So this is gonna be an exciting second game, and there's a timeline where this second game goes long enough that Firesigen can come for the third game if USC can win this one.
You see him just kind of take the seat of Tomo and go like, okay, I'm taking over here. We'll see though. Again, looking at game one, it's the first time that we've seen USC not stomp a game. It's a very weird thing to see because for those who are familiar with the group stage, they stomped every game, including the one they played
Every game.
When they played against LG Esports in the group stage, the score was 13-6, and Firesigen had an over 30 kills on
you got
Raid
that 30, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out this time around. We saw already a glimpse of what USC looked like when they're not playing with Firesigen, but once again, they were working with an interesting agent comp. So I'm looking now, and we're seeing its default back. We've got the Jet, we've got the Reyna, actually, and then the rest. It's Sova, Killjoy, Omen. You see these
the
three
usual.
in nearly every comp. It's usually the duelists that end up switching out. So it's just a choice of whether or not you want Raze in the
Select
team or
your
not.
agent.
It seems like Squammy is not going for the Viper here. Actually goes for the duelist here on the Raze. And is Yaba locks in the Astra. Okay. So we've got, of course we've got the Sova, and then we've got a Killjoy as well. We've got the two duelists, and we have the Astra here for ADMU. So maybe it is like a little bit of a I'll show you how to use this agent kind of deal. But it might just be their prep, it might just be their prep. Okay, on this map, if this map comes up, we'll get to pick the Astra, but it's just so thematic to have it here. But of course, it's gonna be the Mustang Warriors. They are wild and in charge here. Meanwhile, LG Esports are gonna be looking to finish this series as a 2-0.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Yaba can do. Keep in mind, he was the Omen in the previous game, and now he switched over to the Astra. So he's kind of switching it up a bit. You know, these two agents, although they both can put up smokes, they play very, very differently. And I'm
Omen,
speaking
yeah.
based on experience here, as someone who used to main Omen and then also tried Astra. It's a very different flow for these two agents. So I'm curious. You know, keep in mind that ever since the playoffs, you know, these teams have had around 2 weeks or so to practice. And so maybe Yaba likes Astra on bind. Personally, I find it a bit difficult. But I do imagine it works when you know, well, first of all, when you're in a pro team and everyone's able to communicate. So maybe, you know, in a setting like this, Astra really can shine in very well coordinated teams.
I feel like if there's a team in UAC that can make the Astra work, it is LG. Well, like I said, very characteristic of them to play this way. I mean, Yaba is their top fragger, and usually he plays like the Omen, right? And on the Astra, I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to frag as hard, because, you know, you can't really smoke and gun the way you do with Omen. Well, not really smoke and gun, but you can't as actively swap between the two modes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the Astra, you have to go full on, stay still, have your eyes be literally a bird's eye view of the map, and you're very vulnerable here. So we're going to have to see once this technical pause ends here. And once again, ADMU is attacking first, and I'm inclined to believe that if they can get an even attacking half, then they're going to have a very good position going into the second half of defenders.
Yep, it's going to be an interesting first half here, especially seeing as USC has switched to a more sort of default team or agent composition here. Oh, really turret to catch a flank, but they know that Beast has pushed that one up. They're going to have to guard their flanks here. But right now, it seems like an all-in push onto B. We see 3 members pushing in from B long as the other members pushing into Hookah. Swami trying to find an angle here. Precision actually takes a bit of chip damage there from that shot start. Now he's going to get swarmed on. Flex finds a kill onto him, and Flex finds another very clean 2 kills, and now there's only 3 members left on the defense. 2 as Dippy finds another one.
That is crazy there, and it seems like Mateo is going to be challenging Ramen, preventing him from getting into sight, from back into sight rather. And that's going to be the grab well just to make sure that he can't go for the approach. Immediately gets headshot with the Ghost. And it seems like Ateneo de Manila, they're doing this fast-paced here. They go in, they get a position for themselves, and then Yaba can start, you know, making sure that the entrances are hell for the retake. Oh, I don't think it's winnable here.
All right.
But yeah, Flex gonna get a 3K at least. Almost all of those were Ghost headshots.
Yeah, the Ghost in the right hands feels like a sheriff at times, you know, especially on rounds 1 and 2. Really does feel good when you're able to land those headshots in first round. Ateneo carrying the momentum from their first game and looking to secure the second one and a slot here in the finals. USC, though, you know, coming in from the first game, a bit disheartening. They shouldn't feel too bad because it wasn't such a dominant game, you know, from LG. But nevertheless, they are working from a very different position where in group stage, they never had to worry. They were always stopping every single game. This other teams hardly ever got a double-digit score in a round. But now, you know, facing a team like LG who just seems so in the zone. Now Dippy is here as well in this matchup. It's a very different look for both of these teams in this game.
Yeah, but the Bucky and Shorty on the side of USC, they're looking to go into that CQB. Squammy, though, jumping over. Doesn't have to find anyone, but at least they do take control of the site here at this point. The Nebula gonna expire just as turret comes out. Ramen actually gets a kill with a Shorty, and Ugly gets a spicy headshot with a classic, and steals the Spectre, but Yaba is able to take it back. Once again, Tomo with the Ghost. Can he make something happen? It doesn't seem like he's in a very good position here to at least try and get some exits, but there's going to be just to cover his approach here. He's going to try and go for the defuse ping at least, but Flex catches him out. Zeta! Oh, damn, he full bought that.
Right there.
What was that? Was that a rifle?
Yeah, full on.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a rifle, and
not punished too. Not punished.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get 3K in the first round. So now
that's 2-0 for Ateneo right now. Good lead built up for them, and Flex is on a 5-0 on the KDA, so very much in the zone right now. But third buy, or rather third round, means that USC can go for the full buys this time. They seem to be struggling a bit to stop these full 5-man pushes onto a side. Let's see if they can do better now that they've got the rifles for it. Let Swami here push it onto Hookah. There goes a bit of the Nano Swarm. Whoa, the pain shell finds precision, and he is going to be falling as the rest of the members swarm on to B side here. We see the Russian come through. Fugly going to try and back off here from elbow. He's going to, whoa, takes out Flex. Actually, he brought out the knives, but that's going to be a trade as Swami finds him. Now it's a 4v3.
It's gonna be a plant though, and USC 3, and they're kind of stuck in this hallway here, the back of the site, and they will get revealed at this point. So AcadArena has all the info in the world, maybe try to get around the U-Haul here. But Dippy is watching, I believe, watching around the corner there. So Teo, Tomo actually gets a kill there through and actually catches Dippy out. So he's gonna kind of try and come through, but no, he didn't check his 6. Beats though gets the refrag, but it's gonna be tight on time though. Swami goes down. Tomo Saijin has to go get a refrag onto Beats here, but Swami trying to go for that delay the defuse, and I think that's just enough time here for Tomo to get the defuse and even it out 1-2.
Very well played there from Tomo. Getting that first pick there on the Sova was huge. And then also, I can't remember who it was, but he was trading with someone from Elbow, and they tried to spray with a Vandal. That just always feels bad, trying to spray with a Vandal. So he does miss those shots, and Tomo lives to get the 3K and the defuse. So now they win their first round. That is going to give a chance for the team to even things out, although because of the deaths across the board from the previous round, some of them will be forced to go for some force buys here on a Spectre. We see a Bulldog actually come through for Dunk here.
They just full on bot there on the side of ADMU as well. But yeah, let's see. On the offensive here at the nail, looking for an opening. Meanwhile, we see Ramen actually pushing up hard, trying to find a flank here. Finds that no one is around this area. The alarm bot is going to get triggered though, so they do have some intel on that. Has to back off from there. They are pushing hard here, coming in from the garden. And we'll see. Doesn't seem like there's any. The floodgates though are just about to be open. Just one push, one bullet will make it happen. Cloudburst coming out to cover the cross here. Not gonna happen just yet. Very, very patient. Gonna come here on the left side of a most likely. They are converging right around the corner here. They have the swarm grenades to prevent anyone from peeking around U-Haul and lamps. And the hardest spirit is try and flush him out of lamps. Ramen gets taken down, and that is going to be this site being controlled unless Beats gets a kill onto Mateo on the outset there, and that's gonna be Swami taking it back against Tomo. Beats though, quick on the dismiss, but one bullet is enough from Flex. 3 HP. Swami's location is just broadcast to the entire world at this point. With both of them low, one shock dart, it could be enough. Very, very low here with Ugly. Just needs to find one in the baths, in the showers, but man, like I said, one shock dart is all it needs there. It seems like USC taking back momentum now, adding on the back foot in terms of a back roll.
Yeah, that's a great win for them. I believe some of the members, again, were on Spectres. So for them to have won that, it's pretty huge. Now, AcadArena, of course, because they lost that one, they're going to have to go for a couple of Sheriffs. Yep, 3 of them picking those up. I believe Flex can still afford a bit of a buy here, so he's going to pick up a shield. But other than that, this should be pretty much a win here for USC, unless we see some crazy one-taps come in from the attack as they go through B long. There's the dart, but he's going to be taking out quickly. Precision, trying to find some shots, but he's going to back off after missing the first few. Flex pushing up here, tries to find the headshots, but the knives take him out. It's actually Beats taking him out there. Now the rest of the members here from defense will have to fall back, but the attack is actually going to move over to Hookah. They're going to be playing this one patiently since they did lose a member.
It's really, right now, it's more on operation, make a dent in their eco, in their economy at this point. So maybe they can find some cheeky one-taps here. Mateo having to back out. Ooh, gets caught there. The damage slowdown means he goes down. I think this is going to be a massacre here coming in from USC. A flawless. I mean, I think that's not too unexpected in such a hard save round here for AcadArena, but this does give USC that 1-point lead, the momentum they need to get going here. Oh, That you really have to do Mateo like that on the replay. But yeah, look at that though. Fugly getting those shots down for the 3K means that yeah, that's an easy flawless. But
Yeah.
once again, seems like it's gonna be half armor here for Squammy. He favors having the rifles out at this point. So we're gonna have to see though, because this is gonna be heavily punished for ADMU if they lose this round once again.
Oh, there. I was just
Oh
about to say Ramen
no.
bought up on op this time, and we're looking to see him pop off as he's only had a single kill. That makes it 2. Now that he found that first blood there in this round, let's see if he can find a couple more as the members here of ADMU walking up B long. They really like this so far. I believe they push there nearly every round. Let's see if they can make it work. This time, 3-2. Once again, USC is in the lead here, and because of that op, it's going to be a bit scary to push Precision. Oh, not careful. It's a shoulder peeks out, but Ramen is going to trade for him, and that's going to be a 4v3. They've got 3 ults as well, so this is looking like a very good position right now for USC.
Yeah, still winnable though, I think, for Ateneo. They did take out the op there. I am not sure if USC has picked it up just yet, but at this point, if they can take out the op at least, oh, the near side's gonna be tough, especially with a swarm grenade coming down on him. But Dippy, ooh, still gets clipped by that. Oh no, a little bit too much to the right here, but it's still winnable by Ateneo de Manila, making it 2v2. That is the op picked up here. Ramen still coming through. The plant is gonna come, but I think as soon as those devils come down, but Flex though catches him from the side. Empress can snowball this 1v2 if he can get a shot on someone, but immediately to the face, Flex vandalizes that. That is gonna be Ateneo de Manila winning that round clean.
Yeah, well played from them. They were a man down, but like you said, it was still winnable in that 4v3. Able to trade well with each other, going for those double peaks and finding the kills. So 3-3. This is as even as I was expecting it to be here on this map. Right now, though, we've got a bit of a more ults on the side of LG Esports. They got the showstopper, they got the lockdown. That's a lot of space that can be created for the team once they decide to push up on a site. Looking at the buys, Ramen was able to keep his op. This time he's going to be peeking through A main, but once again, Ateneo.
Gonna be B side. Yeah. It seems like he's not going to find anyone. Of course, Squammy is just clearing out Hookah with that boom bot. Really, that's always his open move there. Can find somebody with a showstopper there, and that is going to come through indeed. The lockdown from Suda Nebula is going to shut down any sightlines on that hallway. They might find something around elbow here, though. It's going to be Soma versus Killjoy right there. But it is going to be a trade, just a clean trade, and Flex takes away promo at this point. And it's going to be the opposing lockdown at this point, but maybe they can rush it down fast enough. They're really, really pressured right now, because once entertainment comes through, that is going to be free for Fugly, but they don't let it happen. Yaba just goes yabba dabba doo there and takes that 2 kills clean.
Yeah, well played there from LG Esports to swing things back into their favor. Once again, we are expecting this entire game to just kind of be like this. One team will pull ahead, things even out, the other team pulls ahead, and it's going to be a matter of which team can kind of consistently win, more than a round. It's going to be rough, because these two teams, once again, they're here in the semis for a reason. Both of these teams are very strong performers. And so we're expecting this to be a very, very close game, but it looks like it's not going to be a B long push this time. It's going to be A as they move up. Flex takes out the turret. Going to try and find a pick here. Members of the team.
Oh, dirty. Now
flanking around. They are going to try and push as well, but it's going to be so many members of USC just falling down here. No vision either from heaven. Tomo going to have to hide there as the spike is planted.
He's ready for Flex, but the flick of the wrist means that this will battle one-tap Tomo. Trying to find purchase here, but he's coming through. Flex. Man, I really love how Flex uses the mobility on this Jet just to go for the full-on attack, get that high ground. You hear someone reloading or swapping into an ability, just go straight for it. And this is really doing miracles for their momentum here. If they can make this 3-6, that's a good buffer that they have.
Yeah, I was going to say that's going to be the biggest buffer either of these teams have had so far in this game. There is an op here for Precision. Oh, it was passed on to Ramen, of course. But yeah, this is a great lead right now for Ateneo. I'm sure they're feeling a bit of the momentum here now. You also have the Blade Storm as well as the wall here from the Astra to work with on this attack. So let's see how they use this. Again, they're favoring A, and the wall comes through. This is it.
I
They
like
pushing
this
in.
line. It's gonna come through there, and that's really going to take away USC's ability to really defend as well. But Tomo gets a kill onto Squami, lurking around. They didn't check that corner. That's gonna be Flex taking back the kill though, but now ADMU has a number set advantage, evens it out with Dippy taking away the kill. This divide, they have to make full use of it, but it seems like Beats is not letting them have it whatsoever. And they're just gonna go for it. They did split up their offense at this point, but seems like she's gonna get the plant, dodges out the Hunter's Fury cleanly, but seems like USC has a really good opportunity to take this back. They once again are going to come through this hallway here. Immediately Aldron gets taken down. Position with the peaks. Of course, he's no longer there. Be careful. One guy's in hookah. Op is going to come through. Precision just wildly checking these corners, but Beats is able to finish it off. Cleanly. He's not having any of it, and he takes it back 4-5.
Yeah, great retake. I mean, we were just saying AcadArena was trying to build a healthy lead, and just like that, USC once again close to even here. So really just both of these teams back and forth throwing punches so far. But Flex looking so good so far in this game. He's really found his groove, I think, on this Jet so far on the attacking side. But Ramen still kind of struggling, I think, so far, even though he's got the up. He found a couple of picks in the earlier rounds, but so far hasn't been able to keep that kind of consistent groove for himself. So let's see if he can find picks this time. He's going to be watching B long. I think they had a sense that this is going to happen too. There's the stun though. Oh, he finds one. Ramen able to take one out. That's Yaba falling, and just like that, you know, you lose Astra, and now there are no smokes here for the team other than the Jet. So let's see if they can work with this.
Squami though, sneaky around a window here. Maybe can find something sneaky here. Immediately, as soon as he gets an intel from the recon, evening out the numbers in their favor, going crazy. Mateo though, coming in, getting the headshot onto Beats. Means that they have control of the side 4v2. They realized they didn't have any smokes, so they realized they didn't have the liberty of going slow there. They just had to come in there.
Exactly. That's what they did. They just rushed onto the site, and Fugly's the only one left, just sitting here in spawn. See if he can maybe find a couple of picks before committing onto the defuse, but it's going to be a rough one as the going to try and clean up. He finds one, but of course Squami is going to go for the trade, find himself a 3K and another lead. So, you know, at this point, if AcadArena can just keep, you know, winning or trading these rounds, they are going to find themselves getting a pretty healthy lead for this first half. And this is on attack. You know, we were saying before this game even started that AcadArena shines on defense. So for them to get a lead on attack is a great situation for them to be in.
I mean, they're no slouches in attack. I think they're quite well-rounded on attack. And they're hovering around a 56% win rate on attack side usually. But of course, they are leading on defense. So it is going to be... And I like how they keep switching it up here. Oh, they're going to get a lot of reveals. They're coming in from that. But it seems like with Aldron, they are very confident in their communication to find anyone trying to get those peaks out, defending this side. But it seems like a counter Aldron here. Unfortunately, we didn't get an Aldron crush gear situation. But it seems like they will, a bunch of them will rotate over using the teleporter. 4 of them, all of them, actually. Means that they will reconfigure their defense onto A side at this point. Lots of smokes coming through. Nebulous and Cloudburst out. Flex trying to find an angle, but with too many smokes there, it's a little bit different and gets taken down. Ugly, dirty. He got taken out to the back of the shed.
One enemy
taken down. And USC, they're going to look to even this out. And at this point, Mateo, it's just going to be looking to damage the backs here for USC, but not going to happen. Good valiant effort though, as it's gonna be 5 and 6. Who was so close.
That's hilarious actually. Fugly saw the showstopper come through. He saw him flying, and he was like, I'm not gonna get that one. I'm gonna kill the guy who's planning the spike. And he gets the 3K. Sure enough, he's top fragger right now for his team, showing a bit of inspiration from Gwelson, who was our
fake sentinel.
Yeah, fake sentinel from last weekend. And so Fugly doing great. You know, even with the absence of Fire Saijin, we have to emphasize that USC is still very much a team that's difficult to deal with. You know, they're showing that they can really play even here with LG. It's just a matter of how they'll pull ahead. That's really the problem here up against this team.
Okay, so Squammy's opening has been cut short there. Usually he does go for that. If they are pushing around that area, they will usually go for the boom bot into that just to clear it out. But there, call it out. Seems like he won't have control of Hookah right there and then, but it is going to be a lockdown coming through. But it seems like a bunch of them are looking at A despite the lockdown on B here. So Mo Beats though calls him out on that bluff. Takes away Mateo. Dippy trying to get a return kill as well. Unfortunately does not get it just yet. Though with that attainment keeping them there, this might mean that they will have control over this A side. A lot of them, Flex getting a kill with that operator, and now they're going to come in from CT here. Maybe send one onto Heaven, the other two are going to have to come around behind this truck. But it's going to be the plant. Pink's plant doesn't come through with it yet. But once again, the counter lockdown. And this is in quite an inconvenient spot at this point, but not insurmountable. Dippy, though, gets a kill on the back foot. What doesn't watch Bats us? It's going to be Dippy taking away that kill as Flex coming through as well. And it seems like this is going to be hard for Beats. He does have the Empress ready and waiting as well. Just to get one kill, maybe he can start going for those snowballs here. But Teneo playing this principle, they're not peeking too hard unless they have the full force of their squad going for them. They're gonna be 5 and 7.
Yeah, well played there from Ateneo. Just the methodically securing the site, and now they've got 2 round lead, which is actually really good because we were expecting this to be sort of even, but 6-6 versus 5-7, that's a pretty huge difference, I would say, because now you've got this nice lead to start off the next half, and you're also working on defense with a Killjoy and an Astra, which is could be hard to deal with, I think, here on Bind. So let's see how USC will play while they're on the attack here. Since they are also playing off the Astra, they went for their Reyna Jet duelist combo. So let's see how they play that one out here.
We're gonna have to see here, and this first round in the second half is gonna be, it's gonna be extremely crucial here. Dippy, oh man, he almost caught him slipping there, but I think he wasn't able to get the orb, unfortunately, getting those shock darts out. But it's gonna be ADMU taking a lot though. It seems like Ramen and the rest of USC, with their slowly pushing out, pressuring Ateneo de Manila University LG squad here. Little pot shots, a few love taps here and there, but I think overall it's even in terms of the trades. Tomo, though, okay, no one's actually going to peek the grab well, actually, unfortunately, so not able to alley-oop that into a kill, but still delaying their push as much as possible.
Yeah, I got 2 members here from both sides who are very low. Looks like it's going to be push here to commit onto B. Most members are already very close to Hookah. Flex is just hiding here. They don't see him. He's going to find the shot there on to Ramen, who's going to fall. He's going to try and find a couple more shots. Oh, wow. He actually finds it in the smoke. He knows that happens because of the gravity well, and that's a 3K. So easy for Flex as he pushes forward even further here, trying to find the last man alive. Tomo so scared right now to push up here, knowing that there's too many members pushing up against him. And man, Ateneo, even when they're on the defending side, it felt like they were still on attack.
Oh man, and they're just gonna murder Tomo here. Man, that was a gravity well with gravitas right there, because down, you just go through with that those frenzy kills. Holy. Flex coming in, they slow walking through that, but they just can't. The hail of bullets coming through.
God, that gravity well with the frenzy in round 1. That feels bad. That's gotta feel bad. And Flex is on 20-6 on the KDA. It's crazy, and it's exactly what you want to see from your Jet, you know, in any game. Unfortunately, we can't really say the same for USC, as Ramen has been kind of struggling so far to find the picks in this game. But 5-8, not such a big lead. It is significant, but it is still winnable.
Oh, it's not too big damage on that shock ball, of course, absorbed by armor. Has to push him off of defending that opening in Baths. Those has to go back out of sight. And I feel like, yeah, USC here doesn't really have a lot of ways to clear Hookah. I mean, like, Ateneo had the boom bot to just clear out Hookah there and make sure that no side there, but it's gonna be swarm drone, or swarm grenade rather. That's gonna be Beats. Man, all the utility here from the Killjoy is just being used to its full potential, but Beats Sergeant says nope, not having any of it. German engineering, nah, but Ramen gets that one tap once again against Flex. Squami able to take one back against Fugly. This is going to be a straight up 3v3 battle for A side. Squami, though, maybe find someone. Immediately gets refragged by Ramen, but Dippy also with a counterattack on a revenge kill, 2v1 plant. Spike has been planted, though, but Tomo doesn't find Yaba around the corner, flanking from all the way downtown. Means that that's an easy defuse here for Dippy. One step closer to the Hunter's Fury.
You failed.
Yeah, USC able to plant the spike, but not able to hold out in the round. You know, one thing I was going to bring up, and it's a good thing you mentioned, USC don't have a Raze, and we're playing on Pine. That's usually, Raze is a very, very popular pick on this map, just because the way her utilities can create space for your team and clear out a lot of the areas on this map is so important. I'm wondering why Beats didn't pick her up, because in the group stages, Beats played 3 games on Raze and only 1 on Jet. Meanwhile, Fireside played 2, but regardless, it seems like he was usually the guy to play Raze along with Fireside. So I don't know if this was just them, you know, feeling more comfortable with Arena for the flash or something, but not having Raze makes it a bit difficult. Mateo, though, able to find that headshot there.
Oh man, it's definitely high noon here in Mind. But it seems like with one member down, they're gonna have to play a little slow. And yeah, I was expecting Beats to go for the could get punished there. I don't think he actually got that orb. But yeah, I was really expecting Beats to go for Raze, especially on this map, because I haven't been feeling the Reyna. I haven't been seeing a lot of like super snowball Empresses. I haven't been seeing a lot of those really good Leers. And I think on most of these rounds, I would rather have the Raze just to take control and make space for USC here.
Definitely feel the same way, and we can see that, you know, kind of happening in this game where it's a bit harder to clear out areas like Hookah, for example, or U-Haul over on A site. Oh, Lexo was able to get a clear, easy shot, but he's not able to land the headshot. Precision is going to take him out. Dippy, though, goes for the trade, the 3v4 in favor of the defenders as they take out 2 more. There's only 2 members left, but all of a sudden the attackers trade, and there's only 1v1. Dippy is going to go for the defuse. It's only
he's running.
Fugly is going to try and get an even higher score on that KDA as he gets the 3K. And USC, you know, have a chance of evening out the score here.
6-9, though. It's a really nice situation here for Ateneo de Manila, but they have to stop slipping up against USC, because when they go aggressive, they can definitely leverage their individual skill here against Ateneo de Manila. Meanwhile, it seems like ADMU, though, Flex, they just need to. I guess he just needs to keep going for those early frags here, get those early pickups. I mean, he usually holds these like really cheeky angles, like like in the times when he was holding around the entrance to Hookah. So maybe that he could find another pickoff here around A site.
Yeah, you know, I don't really want to dwell on this point, so I promise this is the last time I'll bring it up. But just to display in numbers how important Fireside was to the team. His combat score for USC was 375. The closest person to him on the team with a combat score was Ramen on 244. So clearly, the Fireside really did contribute a lot to the wins of the team. And right now, I think we're seeing that, you know, Ateneo, they had a 13-6 score. They were 6th. But now they're in the lead, and they have been for the past 2 games. They take out a couple of members. There's only one left.
Taking 2.
But he's going to be taken out there by Dippy. And yeah, like I was saying, it's just, again, USC, they are a great team. And Fugly is top fragging, so it's really, you know, not his fault or anything like that.
Yaba, as expected on the Astra, not fragging as much, but you saw how active he was in placing down those stars while all the firefights were happening around that site, which goes to show that he has that awareness and the quick thinking to place down that utility, despite being, you know, disembodied at that point. And I think there's a reason he's our featured player here for LG, and that's definitely one manifestation of that here, and how he's such a key member of the team here despite being technically bought frag here. I feel like the utility from that Astra is just being felt all around. Dippy, though, can get a really cheeky shock dart here. Fireside with the Blade Storm. Barely.
Oh
barely dodging those out. Beats taking a lot of damage here. Is going to have to devour someone's soul to get back up. But they're one member down, and they're kind of stuck here in hookah. Maybe they can go for a rotate, but at this point it's a little bit too late for them. They can try and go for the lockdown. They do have that in the pocket, but it's going to be really, really risky running it out here away from hookah. They do give themselves an opening, but Squammy able to swing up, take that kill against precision. Gonna get the plant here. There's gonna be the lockdown coming through a little bit more, and as soon as that smoke clears, Dippy catches Tomo. And they are not Tomodachis there to get shot in the face. And it's just going to be 1 HP on Beats here. Can he make something happen to the Sheriff? Maybe he can get a 1-tap here, but you know, it's really hard to shoot birds in the sky here. I don't think Beats was playing Duck Hunter as a kid.
Yeah, that was a rough attack, right? Because you saw that Fugly place the lockdown, but it didn't cover elbow and spawn. It was actually placed very early there. Very far away actually from the site. If he had placed it maybe in a different spot, it would have been able to cover spawn and elbow, and maybe the attack would have looked better. But at this point, I'm nitpicking because that was a save round. So right now, it's a full buy. Well, sort of, because 3 members had to go for the half shield. But the score is 6-11 right now, and at this point, it's really USC kind of really fighting for their lives, as FEU was in the previous game. This is every round really going to count, and the Empress just used here.
Yeah, let's make it happen. This is snowballs coming in from the Beats. Is the Beat gonna drop though? This Nebula is really making it hard for him to push and giving AcadArena a lot of time to prepare for this. Seems like Ramen will open it up here. Goes for a really, really aggressive coming in for the tailwind. But it seems like they have taken control of the side from elbow though. Might be a little bit dangerous. That that is going to be a really, really rough and wide lockdown. It still leaves him a little bit. Oh, Mateo taking those kills. It's going to be 3 to 4 still. Killjoy, ulti, gonna come through, pushing them out of sight. It's gonna be up to Mateo to just really stop them. Gets the headshot onto the opposing Killjoy doppelganger, and it's really just them trying to make space until they can defuse or at least wipe them out if they can. It's gonna be Hunter's Fury though, of course, being used for its intended purpose. Almost gets the kill. Hunter's Fury coming out, but it doesn't seem like he's able to dodge through the worst of the Hunter's Fury. Can he get one last shot? He's running through hookah, not able to get it. Does get the kill, but this is 6-12, and this is the exact position that AcadArena was against USC in the best of 1 in the group stage.
Yeah, this is an awful spot to be in. You're forced to go for the rifles and all half shield. And I don't even think Precision can afford a rifle at this point. He's probably gonna have to go for a Spectre or something. But on the attack, looking at the ults, AcadArena also has the advantage. They've got the Astro Wall, they got the Blade Storm. If AcadArena loses this, that's on them, honestly. But USC, they're really gonna have to fight hard and fight well here.
USC, they're gonna really get the favor of St. Charles Borromeo here if they're gonna win this. But Ramen coming in with a tailwind as well, charging in. Maybe can find Squammy here, but actually they just find each other in the smoke, and then now they find each other. Ramen takes the kill, 3 against 3. Fugly is gonna go for the plant. It's all or nothing here. At the Neo de Manila, they're looking for the retake. 3-pronged attack here, but it is gonna be a duel between Dippy and Tomo. They just find each other. Will catches him slipping here. Dippy holding the wrong angle, the wrong moment. Flex though, Cloud burst out. Now they know where this jet is going to be coming from. Checking the corner, check your left, behind the box possibly, but no, Tomo gets the kill. And it is going to be USC keeping the dream alive for now. Meanwhile, at the Neo, they have a huge buffer in their hands.
Yeah, I mean, you know, half shields don't matter if you just tap them once in the head with a Vandal. So they are just gonna full buy once again on those Vandals. Now a couple of members can afford the full shield, so that should give them a bit more of a buffer here as they, once again, are fighting for their lives. This is the final round for USC. This is a best of 3, and we're on our 2nd game. So if they lose this round, ADMU will officially secure a final slot to face DLSU for a rematch. But you know, we have seen times where a team thinks they're going to win on 7-12 and they lose. Dippy going to be taken out there.
Yeah, immediate trade here. Beast goes down. Ramen still up and running though. Vulnerable. Just really don't want to peek while you're that vulnerable. And that is going to be a lockdown, forcing USC to make a decision. Do they hold out or do they rotate here? It seems like They're not looking for. They're just waiting it out for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point that was a good call because they were outnumbered there, so he just went for the
Teo though,
lockdown. But that's going to be a
sheesh.
trade. Fugly is going to take him out, but that leaves them at a 3v2 situation, and the Astra has the wall just used actually here, and it's going to
Mm-hmm.
block out a very, very long
Oh.
portion of the map. That's actually blocking nearly every entry of
Mm-hmm.
every site, both
No
sites, right?
hookah, no short, nothing here, and they're gonna have to play around that. It seems like they are looking to take it to a site here, but it seems like Flex is watching that angle though, slices him apart, and USC is gonna have to clutch it. He still has full armor, full HP, but Flex, he's delaying him as much as possible with those cloud bursts, make sure that he can't approach, but they don't have any info on where Tomo is. This is his chance. If they don't know where Tomo is, he can go for something here, but he's just one man, he's just one Omen. He's gonna be Parent coming out here, but no, Ad Majorum Dei Gloriam is the name of the game here as Ateneo de Manila University takes it out 2-0 against USC. The favorites of this tournament, powerhouses of the tournament, are gonna get cut down here by LG Esports from ADMU.
And just like that, just when we thought, that the other teams in the roster were going to give us a different finals, ADMU and DLSU show up in these past 2 weeks to give us a rematch in the
Mm-hmm.
finals of S2, the finalists of S1, and now they've crawled their way back. It was a much more difficult journey for them this time around. And USC and FEU, they gave them a hell of a fight. That's for sure. But the better team, once again, they won today, and LG Esports was the better team against this iteration, at least, of USC. They can say that for sure. And they are going to secure that final spot with Flex here, who is going to be our Logitech Lodi of the game, 24-11 here on the KDA. Definitely showed up for his team, especially, I believe, on the Jet, just really showing up for his team.
Yeah, and I think Yaba, despite bottom fragging that game, it was such a key element to the defense. Like the Astra walls, the gravity well, which did set up one of Flex's like insane holds on Hookah. Like here, we're showing it again. We showed it to you guys earlier, and we're showing it to you guys again for the Lodi of the game.
What a classic moment that Flex will remember forever.
Yeah, that's gonna be a highlight for sure. And we've got our finalists locked in here. And once again, the rivalry stays true and history repeats itself. Viridius Arcos with with losing some key members from last season. Will they be able to hold out against LG, who is looking to be a very consistent and well-rounded team coming into this game?
Yeah, this is going to be such an exciting match, because even though it's a rematch, a lot of elements are different. Like you said, the members are very different. Both Raiders Argus and LG Esports are working with a different team from what they had in the previous season. And despite that, it's actually better because it's like they had an anime arc. It's like it was such a difficult group stage. No one thought they were going to win. The predictions were in favor of FEU and USC. And all of a sudden, it turns out they were fated to meet in the final season.
So
what a storyline for them.
We've got Blue Eagles here once again up against the Green Archers. Well, Viridius Arcos, they can't use that name technically, but this is gonna be super exciting, and I hope you guys as well are excited for this because, man, this is going to be another spicy finals here. And of course, GG to the Mustang Warriors. The Warriors Arena really sent most of their best here in UAC this season. Meanwhile, LG, they're really shaping up to be that kind of like a really highlight organization here in the Alliance, and props to them. They have good infrastructure, they have good management, and they're cultivating these talents very, very well. And if you want to bring collegiate esports to your campus as well, make sure to check out AcadArena.com/alliance. Of course, check out the updates at the fb.com/AcadArena.ph.
Yeah, it's been such an exciting day, and now that we have our finalists decided, we can't wait to see you guys next weekend for the finals of UAC featuring Valorant. It's going to be a very exciting rematch here between Raiders Arcus and LG Esports. But unfortunately, that is all that we're going to be having for you guys today. Of course, this wouldn't have been possible without our sponsors. So, UAC wouldn't be a thing without our amazing sponsors here, powered by Globe Telecom, our official telco sponsor, Riot Games, our publishing partner, Twitch Student, our platform partner, Kovac 2.0 by the Meta, our official aim trainer, and of course, Valorant PH, our community partner. We have been your casters. I am Nausicaa. This was Hyron. We had Ryujin also earlier on. We will see you guys next weekend for an exciting rematch.